Hello, welcome back to the Ford County Real Estate Show. I am your host, Kevin Carey with Caliber Home Loans. I've got Maggie Dawson here with me today from the RE/MAX Plus in Urbana. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
So if you watched our last video, we did a little flip the script, right? Maggie actually interviewed me, so we're going to continue that trend. So Maggie, take it away.
Hi. So again, still working with buyers here. We know that, excuse me, credit score is one of the most important things that people are concerned about. And the way that lenders look at your credit score and the way you get your credit score from like a Credit Karma sort of situation are very different. And the credit score affects your loan that you can get and also your interest rate. So I'm going to have Kevin explain all that.
Gotcha. So look, everyone should have three credit scores, right? Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Now, what we do is we take the high and the low, throw those out, and use the middle credit score. That is what's going to drive your rate, your program options, things of that nature. So the higher the credit score, the better. Now, in terms of comparing it to like what you get from Credit Karma or some of these other free credit reporting sites, it's totally different sometimes. So when you're talking about credit, look, it's a very tricky subject. I'll be the first to tell you there's a lot of different things out there, but look, make sure your lender pulls your credit, because whatever we pull is what we're using. It doesn't matter what you got from somebody else. So at the end of the day, if you're interested in starting this process, definitely get started with getting pre-qualified, pre-approved. Let a lender pull your credit, because if there are issues on there that are not yours, then we have time to teach you and show you what you need to do to get that updated and get it off, and maybe that will bring your scores up.
And then can you just talk a little bit about, I know people are concerned that if you pull my credit score, it's going to bring my credit score down.
Absolutely. So listen, prior to, I call it the Wild Wild West days, right? Between 01 and 06, when anybody with a heartbeating pen could get a mortgage, basically, right? If you had your credit pulled by one lender and then you wanted to shop around, and let's say you had 3 to 5 other people, those were all considered hard inquiries, 5 different ones, which let's say you started with a 740 with one middle credit score with the first lender. By the time you got to the 5th one, let's say it dropped to 700. Now all of a sudden, that original 740 credit score goes away, because we would be notified that you had other inquiries and we had to update it. And next thing you know, maybe the rate and the program were no longer available. That all changed with the Dodd-Frank law. So obviously consumers said, look, I wasn't able to shop. So what they did is they said, look, you're allowed to have as many mortgage inquiries as you want in a 30-day period without it being, and it was considered one inquiry. You can have 10 people pull it.
That's
within a 2-week period, but it's considered one hard inquiry. So whatever information the first person gets should be exactly the same from what the 10th person in my example would get. The only thing that would change is, let's say when I pulled it first, you had no credit card debt, right? Everything was zeroed out. All of a sudden the 10th person, and you run up your debt, you max yourself out. Well, your scores are gonna drop it potentially at that point. Has nothing to do with the inquiry, it has to do with the data that's actually on the credit report. So again, 30-day period, one hard pull, the information should be exactly the same from one lender to another lender, so you have the ability to look.
That's fantastic news, because I know people are always very concerned that that is going to affect their credit. So it's good to hear that you can still shop around to 2 or 3 lenders and you're only going to have that one considered pull.
Right. Well, Maggie, look, thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate you playing host today, hostess with the mostest. But hey, thank you very much for following us, and have a great day. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.